G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here, coming at you with the ultimate face-off, the ultimate comparison video that you're ever likely to see. On the right, coming all the way from 2007, weighing in with 5,197 pieces, we have 10179, the ultimate Collectors Millennium Falcon. Coming up against the beast of 2017 on the left, weighing in with a whopping 7,541 pieces, we have 75192 Millennium Falcon. And wow, what a sight this is to see. I'm super pumped to bring you this review. Dealing with two sets of this size is going to be a bit of a challenge. So, of course, we're going to check out the minifigs. But what I think I'll do is I'll go through the new 2017 model and we'll look at each section of it. And as we finish with a section, we'll jump back to 2007 and have a look at how it was done 10 years ago. But first, just to whet your appetite, let's go for a little pan around over both of these fantastic Lego sets. Let's just go for a quick look around over the 2007 model and over to this absolute beast of a set. If you like what you're seeing, please give this video a thumbs up. They really are amazing sets. Looking at our other little builds and minifigs, we'll start with the Minoc brick built. It looks very cool. Nice addition to have a Minoc. Also from the 2017 set, we get these two Porgs. So we get these printed pieces here. So they're very cool. Can't tell you much about those. Have to wait till the movie comes out. And of course we do get BB-8 as well. So nothing different with BB-8, the same as we've got in other sets. Staying with our 2017 figs, we get Rey and Finn. I don't think there's anything new on these guys. I haven't had a close look, but they don't look any different to me. We do, of course, get alternate face prints. We also get C-3PO and Old Man Han. Very nice printing on both of these figs. Again, nothing new, and of course an alternate face print. So here we have a couple of 2007 minifigs, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. Fantastic printing on Luke. I really love this minifigure. Now normally I'd wait until I give my final thoughts and talk about the positives and negatives, and by the time I get to this video, after going all over the set, I'm really only going to have positives, but I do want to touch on a couple of things, and minifigs is one of them. It has been bought up with the price that we've paid, that we probably should have got more minifigs, and overall, to me, this set isn't a set for minifigs. It's a set for the build itself for this huge Millennium Falcon. But I do agree that some more minifigures would have been nice, of course. The one thing that I really would have loved with this set would been to get an old Luke. I think that really would have made this set special. Just to have that one more minifigure just would have been really good. But let's take a look around these minifigs. Nothing on the back, no alternate face print, but I do just really love that leg printing on Luke. Now we're going to start going like for like on the minifig. So here we have Chewbacca himself. Now I'm always going to have the old minifigure on the right, and I've always just been a big fan of this new Chewie in the dark brown. The extra printing we get on the new one, I think he really does look fantastic. That face print on him, it's just very cool. So here we go with the scallywag himself, Han Solo. Big difference between these two minifigs. I think it's that hairpiece that really makes a big difference. It's the first time I've got a Han myself with this new hairpiece, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. We get some rear printing on the back of the torso for the new Han, for the 2017 Han. Overall, two great minifigs, but I think the new one does edge it out for me. And of course we do get the alternate face print here, and we actually have it, the breathing apparatus, and that is just so cool to have that face print. Now I had to save the princess to last, and again, two fantastic minifigs. I have to say though, my favourite minifig from the older set would be Luke, and the new set is definitely Leia here. I just think she looks fantastic. Some very nice back printing on the torso there. I just really love this printing on the torso onto the legs. I just think she looks fantastic. And of course, we get that alternate face print with the breathing apparatus just like Han. So again, great to have this face print and something new with Princess Leia. And just a look at the plaque that we get, and of course this is a sticker, and again this is going to be a gripe I'm going to have is getting stickers with this set. Like, come on Lego, with a set like this we should not be getting stickers. I would have loved to do a comparison with this plaque and the old plaque to show you, but I can't do that because my old one, the sticker has totally disintegrated and there's hardly anything left of it. And I really think it's about time that Lego print these plaques for us. It's not a huge cost for them to do that, and I really think with a set like this, it's what we deserve to get, is printed pieces. We have the sticker sheet here. I'm just going to wave it in front of here and just show you there's a couple of stickers there and another one there. They go on the outside of the ship. There was no way I was going to put these stickers on the outside of this beautiful set. And I just feel if Lego can do it for the junior set, for the top of the line Ultimate Collector Series, we should be getting printed pieces. Starting with the cockpit section, this is one of the biggest differences between the two models. We have some very nice detailing here, nice smooth slopes here just to give that cylinder shape to this whole section. Very nice design, continues around here, and of course we finish with our nicely printed cockpit piece. Now you can remove that if we take this front section off here, and just to have a better look at that piece, and we have a printed piece on the front as well. You can take that off. Very nice pieces indeed. And there we have our cockpit interior. You can sit 4 minifigs in here. Because of Chewie's piece here that goes over the torso, you can't actually sit a minifigure behind him there, so you can stand them up just like that. You can see we have some printed tiles. There's 4 printed computer tiles there on the back, and we have some printed slopes down in here for the display. With the 2007 model, you can see this piece was all made up just using plates. Again, we do get some very nice scribbling. Doesn't have that smooth look to it. And we come down to the cockpit here. So no printed piece, all just made up with Lego pieces. And again, we can remove it. And if we just take it out like that, it just slots in with these into the holes here. And you can see that you can comfortably sit 4 minifigs. So overall there is more room in this cockpit than the new one, and we can see the displays here, and they are stickers. Of course we have this beautiful printed radar dish for the 2017 model. We can rotate it right around. I love the use of this piece in the center here. It's a very nice addition, and of course you can just take that off and bring in your brick built Force Awakens dish, and if I can clip that on like that, and it's a very nice dish as well, but I've got to say it's not quite as nice as this printed dish. And here's the old dish on the old model. Again, you can see the different build here at the back, and you can rotate that right around as well. And just to show you a direct comparison, how can I do that? There we go. With the new dish, you can see it is all new printing, very similar as you'd expect, but it is a new printed dish. With the use of new pieces and great building techniques, we get this nice round look to the gunnery section. Of course, we can lift the quad laser cannons up and down, swivel them around as well. You can actually swivel them right around like so, and then this whole section comes out. So I look from the underside, you can see there's a lot of snot techniques used in this build, and a better look at that very nice printed dish. And of course the gunner's chair, very nice build with some slopes and a nice use of the bucket handle. With the old model, you can see they have used slopes underneath here to try and get that rounded look, but it's really made up of angled plates. We have our quad laser cannon, and again that swivels right around. These cannons on this one are a little bit longer. Again, very nice build here behind the cannon, and we can take this out. Have a look underneath here. Just a lot of standard building techniques, use of hinges here to try and get that rounded look, and no printed dish on this model, and a very basic gunner's chair. Another one of the big differences is this section behind the cockpit. It is very enclosed on this model, and we get, again, because of new elements, we get this nice rounded section on the end here, and I just think that looks absolutely fantastic. Compared to the old model, you can see it's quite gappy around this whole area here, and because of the elements used, it hasn't got that nice rounded look to it. Still looks great, but it's a definite improvement on the 2017 model. Taking a look underneath the 2017 model, very clean, nicely enclosed, great landing gear, looks fantastic. Just very nice and tidy underneath. No colours that stick out that they shouldn't. And we do have our loading ramp just here. We can bring that down. That is very cool. Something I really love about this, a very cool little play feature. We have this very cool retractable blaster cannon. So you have a little door under here, you can just slide that open, and whooshka, down comes a cannon, and that is very cool. You can rotate that around as well. Looking underneath the 2007 model, again very clean looking, few more gaps in this model. Fantastic looking landing gear again, not as much detail in this landing gear as the new model. Looking up the back there, we do have some different coloured plates used underneath, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Not that you notice it too much because it is underneath, but it is something to note. And again, we do have our loading ramp, I should say, just there. Of course, one of the biggest differences with the 2007 model is the interior. So before we get into having a good look at the interior, I just want to show you how similar the build is between the two models. So what I'm going to do is this section here, there's no real interior in this back section here, but I'm going to take these plates off and just show you inside here, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the old model, and just to show you how very similar they are, as I said. So what I'm going to do is, you've got this back plate here that just is clipped on with some hinges, so you can just get a little bit of lift there, and then you can just lift this piece out here, and you can see it just drops in using this axle piece, just drops in a little bar just there in the hole there. But here you can see this interior here, it's all just open area. I'm actually surprised that Lego didn't do something with this section of the build. There's a lot of space in here that they could have put some extra detail in for the new model. Jumping over to the old model, again you can see how this piece is just attached onto this center section here. Again, you get a little bit of lift there, and you can again just lift this panel out like so, and here you can see there is a lot of area, open area inside this build as well. So if you wanted to, you could definitely add an interior to your old UCS Millennium Falcon. And just an interesting side note, the actual pieces they've used have really just gone with more grey and black pieces, so there's not as much multicolored pieces inside of this section here. Onto the interior of the main hold, it's easy if you just take the radar dish off like that, and you can just pinch these pieces here and take this little panel out, and that gives you a quick look at the interior. To get a better look, you can remove this whole panel here, so you can just lift that out like so, and that allows you to get a really good look at this interior. A closer look at the interior, we have our display panels here. They are all stickers. We have a swiveling chair here. You can see the passageway, which is decorated with a sticker. Do really like that. That does look really cool. Not so keen on the stickers for the seating here, but overall is quite nice. And then our beautifully printed Dejarik board, that looks very nice. We have the training helmet there as well, and overall it is a very nice interior. Onto our rear compartment, again we do have a small panel you can lift out just to have a quick look on the inside, or again you can remove this whole panel here, or you really just need to lift it slightly and you can slide this piece out here, and it just holds in with these two axle pieces here. Now we have heaps going on in this rear compartment. So we have a little passageway there. I think that's supposed to go to the engine room. So you have quite a lot of detail on this wall in here. Bit of a display panel, lots of gadgets on there. We have our hyperdrive and display panel over in this section here, little console. Again, another doorway there, entrance there with the sticker. That looks very nice. We come around here, we have the access ladder to the gunnery, and another doorway there. Again, more stickers. Down in here we have a little hiding hatch here. I can't get it out. There we go. That just sits in there, so we can put all the cargo down in there. Little hidey hole. And on this side we have some escape pod hatches. So this is very cool. You can lift those up like so. So a nice little feature there, and just lots of detail in this rear compartment. Now that we've had a look at all of the main sections of these two builds, I really think now it's time just to have a good look around both models, just to point out some of the big differences between the two. So starting at the back here is the design for the engines. Now in the new model it uses this piping in behind here to give the look of the engines, and in the old model it uses the tiles. And even though this is broken up a little bit more than this, if you actually come back from a distance, I don't know, I just think that stands out a little bit more. I think I may even like the older ones, the older style, a little bit better than the new one. And just looking up on top, if we look at these ports, it's another big difference here, just using these dish pieces on the interior versus the grills on the new ones, and using these tile pieces here. I really think they look fantastic. That's a great improvement. They just look so cool. Lots of greebling, looks fantastic. From the back here on the old one, I actually think there's probably more greebling on this section here, so it's very comparable between the two. It's hard for me to say which section here I like better, because I do like those ports on the new one a lot more, but overall I think they're both really fantastic from the rear. Just looking over this model more from the top here, lots more greebling up over on the front section of this model versus the old one. If we go over here, you can see there's a lot more plates. I think with the new one it stands out a little bit more because they've just used some new coloured pieces in there. We get a lot of tan and some green, some olive green, and some red, as we have on this model here as well. But I just think those extra bits of colour on this one just really add to the build. As you can see, we get lots of tan, little bit of orange in underneath. On this build we have some here, you can see some olive green as well. Looking over the front of the old model, very nice greebling down the side, lots of detail in there. If we go up onto the top, we get a bit of detail in these access ports along the front. You can see they've used arches in here to get that rounded look. Some nice detail down this center section, and if we look on these panels here, there's not a whole lot really on these front panels. If we go over to the new one, you can see there's a lot more greebling on this front section. So much more greebling. No flat panels here. It's all detail, tiles and angle plates and rigid hose. There's just so much to it. There's more detail in these ports. The ports are a little bit smaller. You can see they're a different design to get that look. And just to show you, there's a lot more detail in those. This center section, that just looks fantastic, doesn't it? Just run down there and all that detail, just beautiful. Whew, well there we go. Did that whet your appetite? How cool is that? How cool are both of these sets? But now it's time to give you my final thoughts. And this set has sparked a lot of debate in the LEGO community. For one, being a re-release, but mostly because of the price. But we are talking about a set with over 7,500 pieces. It's the biggest Lego set by a large margin. It's a set that a lot of people have always wanted, so it was never going to be cheap. Now, I can only give you my personal feelings. I mean, this isn't a $100 set that I'm just going to tell everybody they have to rush out and buy because it's so awesome, because this is a set that's dedicated to serious Lego fans, to serious Star Wars fans, and it's definitely not a set for everybody. It's a set that has its challenges, not just with the price, but just to display a set like this isn't easy. But if you can overcome those challenges, for me, this set, the look of it, the build experience of it was just so worth it. Yes, it is a re-release, and normally I wouldn't be so excited for a re-release of a set that I've already got. But this is no ordinary set. It is a set that a lot of people have missed out on. A lot of people have always wanted. So I tip my hat to Lego for investing the time and bringing this back out again, because I'm just so happy that everybody that missed out on the 2007 model have the chance to own this fabulous set. So I guess the only other question to answer is, from someone that owns a 2007 set, is it worth picking up the 2017 set? And I think just looking here, you can just see the extra detail that Lego have put in from those almost 2,500 more pieces that have gone into the 2017 model, have just made so many more improvements. Overall, it just really looks great. The uses of new pieces, the colors, it really is glorious. I absolutely love it. I am so glad I picked it up. And again, I just have to say the build experience, when I built the 2007 model, it was such a fantastic build, such a memorable time building that set, and it was just so good to do it all again. So to finish up, again, I just have to thank Lego for going all out and giving us the ultimate Millennium Falcon of all time. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys have loved this video. Let me know what you think between the 2007 and 2017 model. I'd love to hear from you all in the comments. Please belt it below. Let's have a bit of a chat about it. Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. I have thoroughly enjoyed bringing this to you. I have stacks more on the way, so if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. I just thank everybody for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.